that's enough of that. Okay, that's enough of that. Good morning.
Good evening.
Morning. And of course, I've got something special for everybody with the morning thing. There we go.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. What's new?
That's classic.
Not much. Morning. 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 Morning.
Morning.
Morning.
We're just asking what's new.
What's new?
Yeah.
Hey, look. How it's being eaten.
Oh my God!
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Makes it sick, doesn't
I
it?
mean, what's it all about? Beats me.
There we go. Hello, Paul A, Alan, and Stewie from Newey. And of course, we've had Robert Mack. I don't know if he's still there. He was in there before we started, and so was Jorgen. But if they're still there, hi. How you doing? I did. Okay, I found the stuff. Trying to work out how to type it into the stream so that the people in the panel could hear it. But anyway, we sorted that out. So here we are. Welcome to Krung, Thep, Maha, Nakhon. For all those people that don't know, that's the new name of Bangkok. Well, we still don't know whether it's official yet from the news reports, but it has been tabled, and I've got to sort of say, boom, hi guys, yeah, I've got to sort of say it with the way things here are in Thailand, like it's, oh, look over here, there's something going on over here because we don't want you looking over there. Because over there is completely ruined, right? But we'll look over here instead, okay? We're going to change the name of Bangkok because that's going to solve all our problems. But hey, that's just life, isn't it? The proverbial distraction. Anyway, Paul, I'm missing a few more words. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll get to that, Paul. I've actually got a professional actually going to tell us what the real name in a minute when we get there. What do we get? Good morning, boss. How you doing? Hey, both. How you doing? And what else we got here? So, how is everybody today? Good.
Yeah, why not?
Good here.
My day's over.
It's night time where you are, Oggy, so you cracked one yet? You got a beer down there? I can't see.
Oh, I got gin and juice.
Oh, gin and juice. GG. Okay.
Gin and juice. That coffee was good. I'll be over late March for 3 months. Can't wait. Yes, I will. Hopefully we'll get to hang out together and have a few drinks and meet Susie and all that sort of stuff. Paul thinks he got COVID. We got a message this week. Vance messaged us privately. He tested positive with the antigen or the rat test. So I grabbed one of mine off the shelf and I did a check to make sure that he didn't pass it to me because we met last Friday. I was all clear, which is good. Good morning, Todd. Damn, highlighting doesn't work on the mobile, doesn't it? I've got a new feature here where I don't know if I can do it here. Does it work here? Streamlabs probably didn't do it. Probably doesn't work on Streamlabs, but yeah, there's something to do. I can actually pin messages now for some reason, but I don't know how that works. You know, it's pinned, but where's it pinned? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unpin that. Yeah. It takes a while for it to kick in. Oh, okay. Show less. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's all right. It's just I've got YouTube's screen here, right? Which is where because it doesn't pin from Streamlabs because it's a different API. But anyway, all the technical jiggery pokery shit that goes on. Jade Star, g'day Jade, how are you? Haven't heard from you for a long time. I've been in Thailand from June. Hopefully we can catch up and have a beer. Well, gin and tonic or, what is it? Smirnoff Ice, that's my favourite. Doctor said I got Doctor said I need to drink more lemon. You didn't mention the fact that it shouldn't have vodka in it, but that's a completely different story. But
Doctors, what do they know?
what do they know? Like, it's just
Scientists, they've got no idea what's going on. No idea.
That's it.
Clueless muck.
Yeah.
I saw it on Facebook. Must be true.
None of them can agree on anything. So who
That's
cares
it.
what they say?
I saw it on YouTube. Must be true. I saw it on YouTube. I saw it on YouTube. It must be true. Saw it on Twitter. It must be true. Oh my God.
No, you got to believe everything you see on Warren Goody's TV.
That's it. No, that's it.
We
Yeah.
research everything.
Yeah.
We experience everything. We do everything ourselves.
Yeah.
So you get
No
first-hand
bullshit.
knowledge.
Absolutely no bullshit. That's
No
it.
bullshit channel.
The no bullshit channel. I'll be in Bangkok for a few days and off south. Yeah, let's catch up. Well, make it a Friday so we can, because that's the day we normally go on a Friday. So make it a Friday when you're in Bangkok if you can work yourself out, meet the gang. But anyway, hopefully we'll be able to catch up anyway. Yeah, we have got some news articles to do. I'm going to sort of do the whole screen sharing thing, screens, and go on here so I can talk about this new distraction. So let's go to screen 1, go live. Then I got to tell it not to. Where have I got to go here? I'm going to tell it something now, which is so don't show my share screen in the window. Right, so they can see it, but it doesn't come up here. Then I do that, and then we can do that. There we go. It's clicking all the buttons. Spending 2 weeks, can't wait. I guess yeah. Hopefully you'll get through and be COVID free. You don't have to spend that first 2 weeks, locked up in prison. But that is one of the things that's getting a lot of airplay now, is the forced incarceration of people who sort of who come in contact in that trip version of coming from there to here. If you're found, if somebody on the plane is or whatever, can cause all sorts of bullshit. But anyway, a lot of countries are now sort of bypassing the whole special dispensation, as they reckon that they're going to open up. I've heard a few countries in Europe sort of said they're going to get rid of the test and go type process that they've had in. But anyway, it's. Let's just distract people and talk about changing the name of Bangkok to Krung, Thep, Maha, Nakhon. Bangkok is the best worst thing to happen internet. Coconut said this to say, debate continued today, which is the 17th, to continue today whether changing Bangkok's name is more eye-rolling, absurd, absurdity, or long overdue correction. Well, as I was sort of saying to the boys before we started, like whenever I'd go to Bangkok, and I'm leaving the house, I'd turn around to Chanya's mum and I'd say, "Bye," bye Thep, and she knows where I'm going. I don't actually. I'm going to Bangkok. Bye Thep, which is Thai for going to Bangkok, and she knows exactly what I mean. So, but it's nothing new for me. Was it? Peter. Peter, how you doing, Peter? Why has Warren no beard? No, why have they got beards? They're going to shave. My law, you could take the beards off. Law Maha. Warren is an individual. Can't leave my state at the moment, Todd. Okay, fair enough. My last overseas holiday was February. Okay, February 2018. Geez, you must be crawling the wall at the moment. Anyway, the divide has been clear since the change proposed by the Royal Thai Academy. The Thai Royal Academy was endorsed by the Cabinet and announced on Tuesday evening. Understood Peter deemed the change unnecessary. Oh yeah, the whole world seems to think it's unnecessary. Thailand seems to think it is necessary. I think I really think the underlying story here is the fact that it's this Bangkok having the word cock in the name, and there is this definite push by the authorities and the people up top to try to remove the sexual connotations of Thailand, and when you have your main city or your capital city with the word cock in it, right? It sort of sends the wrong message. So I really think that's the underlying reason behind it. But what's your opinion, guys? You're the panel. I'm just having my thoughts on it.
Well, we spoke before we started the stream that it's the look over here thing.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it. There's so much negativity going on with the pandemic and everything like that, and everyone's going, it's so hard to do things that you normally used to do. Yeah, it is a distraction, but Krung, Thep, Maha, Nakhon, that's the shortened version. What if they decided to go to the actual long name?
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. I've got Banana Thai has done a really good article on her website there. We'll actually cover that in a minute. But
but if it's something positive, I mean, there's no negative connotations with it. It's more, okay, we're finally getting to our grassroots. That's how I see it. And yeah, if it's something that is, and because Thailand is based on religion in most parts, so it's bringing the religion back into the name. So yeah, you got your crossover with the cock in it, but it's coming back to its tradition and its grassroots. But again, just my thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. What do you reckon? Kimbo, what's your thoughts? We've lost your audio, Kimbo.
Just talk, buddy.
That's it. Yeah, that probably helps.
That does help, yeah.
Well, I mean, look, yeah, I kind of resonate with what Todd's saying. You know, if you're going back to the grassroots, and that's what the country as a whole is looking at, well, there's no argument. I mean, I've always known it, you know, as Bangkok, but it's, yeah, when you're in that element, and that's the naturalisation name of it, it's, you know, it'd be like here in Australia if the Indigenous people built a city and we took over and called it Sydney. Well, let's go back to the original Indigenous name, you know. So it'd be a similar sort of thing, I would have thought, but, you know, or westernising an Indigenous name. Yeah, if you want to go back to the grassroots of it, yeah, why not? It's their country, it's their town, man.
So Jim Collis says this should be renamed Bangers. Well, I think we can all agree that that's a version we're used to. Alan, if you take a taxi from Pattaya to Bangkok, always say Krung, Thep, Maha, Nakhon. Taxi drivers will think, oh crap, scams don't work on him. He's not here for the first time. Well, you never know. But you're allowed to, for some reason, like I think the first article did it right, you're allowed to put this thing here with Bangkok in brackets. Again, like, this hasn't been finally sanctioned. We're sort of heading up the discussion from that point of view. It's in the motion. I'm pretty sure that's going to be approved at some stage. This article here from The Nation here seems to indicate that that from the 19th, Cabinet on Tuesday approved. This was published on the 9th, Saturday the 19th. So this is an article from this morning. The Cabinet approved the initial draft after the territories, administrative districts and capitals as proposed by the office, with one key change being that Bangkok can be also called Krung, Thep and Maha Nakhon. This announcement approved, blah blah blah. So it's up in the air, but Italy's capital Rome can also be called Roma. Myanmar's capital city, okay. So they're just trying to sort of defend their choice of words, I guess. But anyway, the best part is this article here, this one here. Banana Thai really did this is a Thai language school. She's going to have done a really good article. Yes, the Krung, Thep, Maha Nakhon is only the shortened version. Imagine if we had to actually say this if we wanted to go to Bangkok in the taxi.
กรุงเทพมหานครอมรรัตนโกสินทร์มหินทรายุทธยา มหาดิลกภพนพรัตน์ราชธานีบุรีรัมย์อุดมราชนิเวศมหาสถานอมรพิมานอวตารสถิตสักทัตติยวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์
Yeah, could you imagine having to sort of say that? I mean, I'm going to what she just said. Every time you jumped in a taxi, that'd just drive you nuts. 168 letters make it the longest city name in the world. As you can see, Krung Thep is a shortened version of the full Thai name, and is commonly and officially used by Thai, while Bangkok is used by the English name. Yeah, and as I said previously, when I'm going there, I sort of tell Mum that by Krung Thep, which she knows exactly what I mean, because that's what they know. Krung Thep is Krung Thep. But yeah, so we'll go into some of the actual meanings. Okay, let's have a look at the meanings. So Krung, which means city; Thep, which means angel, god, goddess; Maha, great, big, enormous; Nakhon, which is the word for city or town. So city, angel, goddess, great city, town. The actual translation for the full name is City of Angels, Great City, the Eternal Jewel City, the impregnable city of God Indra, the grand capital of the world, endowed with 9 precious gems, the happy city, abounding in an enormous royal palace that resembles the heavenly abode where reigns the reincarnated God, a city given by Indra and built by Vishnu Karma. The meaning in the name implies a lot about Thai beliefs in Buddhism, Hinduist gods, and reincarnation. Yeah, it's a nice little article there. Thailand has its capital name as the longest city in the world, recorded in the World Guinness Book of Records. However, the official name is shortened to Krung Thep and Maha Nakhon, where Thai is commonly called Krung Thep and Krung Thep, in which it means a city of angels. Yeah, and sometimes when you're walking down the street, some of those angels can be a she, as they say. Anyway, we'll leave the transgender jokes out of it. Yeah, like Jim's eye, Banger sounds good to me too. Longest name in the world, NZ. NZ, what's this one here? This is New Zealand. What's that? Is that New Zealand? A place in New Zealand, is it?
Oh, New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. You'll have to come onto the Discord and actually sort of say it for us, won't you? You both, I was just Google just yes, tracking. Anyway, so yeah, this has been the news of the week. On the other side of the news, which is the distraction, is the fact that we've almost doubled the death rate this week with the COVID-19 here. So they're now expecting a surge in cases. And again, well, why would that be? Well, basically, we haven't really, we haven't even completed the 70% rollout second vaccination yet, because Thailand is such a big place, and they've really focused on the tourist zones, places up there like Trat and Nan and top end of Assam. They're still less than 40% vaccinated, and this is where a lot of the cases are coming in from now. I was reading an article a few days ago, where one town has actually sort of taken some front end loaders and actually sort of put dirt on the two on both entrances of the main road going through the town, so you cannot even drive through the town. The whole town has been quarantined because they had 23 new cases or something, from one infection. This is sort of the craziness you've got to deal with over here. It's quite crazy. But hey, this is Thailand. Let's just talk about changing the name to Bangkok to Krung, Thep, Maha, Nakhon. People will forget about all the crazy shit that's going on. But anyway, the Australian dollar has completely lost its value. I don't know why that is. A lot of people buying Thai baht because, you know, some of the data that's coming through has said Thailand's business economy is recovering. Don't know why that is. I don't see it on the street. We've got an excessive GDP. Australian. What have we got today? We're running at 23 baht to the dollar. Yeah, okay. It's crazy. It may recover. It seems to have stabilised there, but it may get back up again. Who knows? But yeah,
3.07.
Absolutely.
US 32.
Yeah. Basically, people are buying Thai baht. Basically, the world is buying Thai baht again because, you know, this is what they do. You know, they're seeing the recovery signs, and they're speculating. And of course, you know, we don't really know, but I feel that, you know, a lot of that is impinged on the fact that the government this week has also announced the fact that you know, they've had to take out extra, you know, international loans to cover all the what do you call it, the handouts that they've been giving the Thai people, because, you know, only 8.3% of the Thai population actually are eligible to pay income tax. And out of that 8.3% of the eligible taxable Thai working force, only about 2.3% actually pay any tax at all. And of course, with, you know, nobody making any money anymore, then of course, you know, where they getting the money to make all these handouts? And they just announced that they're going to be buying, was there so many F-35s as well? What with? Shirt buttons? Yeah, anyway. It's a crazy world we live in. Anyway, moving right along. What are we going to talk about today, guys?
My licenses this week. Yay!
You got your licenses.
Yeah. Well, it's the one hold up that we've had to get the Wily Wombat riders up and running is me actually purchasing the motorbike. But you can't actually own it yourself unless you buy it with your own Thai driver's license, which is the research I found. So after being knocked back in January when I went to the Department of Land Transport the first time, I don't think it was really a knockback. I think, oh, hang on, we haven't dealt with a Westerner in this office before. Let's do some research and work out what we need to do. You come back in a month. Went there, was it Monday? I'm a bit like you, wasn't
No,
it?
it's. Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. I'm pretty sure, and I've talked it over with Chanya. You didn't have an appointment.
Is that all?
You didn't have an appointment, right? And they weren't going to break the rules to help you out. That's it.
Well, you sat with me and we tried to get that app working.
I know, that's it. And so, but the app wouldn't work, so you went in to do it, you know, manually. And of course, there's no checkbox for that, you know. So they don't know what to do because there's no checkbox. There's a foreigner entered the DLT, and he doesn't have an appointment. We don't want to offend him and tell him like you're just a dumb Thai. You got to go and make the booking online. You have to follow. And you confuse the hell out of them. They don't know. They don't have a clue. Like I was just saying this morning. Yeah. Like I'm just saying today, I don't know whether it's just me in Thailand, but I'm watching these guys across the road dismantle the sales office, you know, because, you know, I guess the sales office is no longer necessary here, and there's this fucking big crane just outside our house here, you know, with the long gantry arm picking up all the compartments, right? And there's no joke. There's a power pole 3 feet away. I just said, yeah, I'm sure that we're going to lose power here today. It's all right. Do I just have no faith in the Thais to do anything properly?
They put the air conditioning in the office where I am, or my man cave, because it was a sweat box before I had the air conditioning put in. they use bamboo ladders, and it's on the next floor, and they're holding this air conditioner unit, climbing up a bamboo ladder, and I can actually, looking out the window, see the bamboo ladder bending like this, like as they.
Interesting enough, like I've done some research on that. Bamboo ladders are extremely strong, and they're non-conductive. Right?
Yeah.
It makes total sense when you're playing, up in the air, But yeah, I'll give me a freaking aluminium ladder any day. I feel a lot safer.
Yeah. Yeah, but they got it
a
installed.
good strong fiberglass ladder. That way you don't have to worry about conductivity either.
But most of those fiberglass ladders they cost a fortune. Those things.
Yes, they do.
They do.
All they do is they go to the next clong and chop down 7 large bamboo stalks.
That's it,
and
yeah.
build themselves a ladder, and it's like, really? But they got the job done. It's awesome.
I see Niall's joined us. Good morning, Niall. How are you? Good morning, ye handsome bastards here. Bastards. I'm not a bastard. My mum and dad got married last Saturday. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but are you sure that was really your dad?
Yeah. I like that meme that goes around on Facebook. It was what's his name? What's the guy who runs Facebook? What's his name?
Mark Zuckerberg?
Zuckerberg, yeah. Zuckerberg, he's not, the boy said, like, I've lost my dad, then he turns around and says, his face in there, let you know he's not your dad, or something like that. But yeah, okay. David SK, how you doing? Hey, Todd Hopeful as well. Sorry about the loud music. It was what?
Yeah, last Friday, remember, when we were at the Soy 7?
Oh, wasn't that loud? Oh my God! Somebody sent me a video earlier this week on one of my feeds. Anyway, I got a cameo shot in one of these walk around camera only, facing away from the person, sneak camera shots through the soft porn bullshit that they do. Anyway, I got a cameo in one of those. But I also read this week that YouTube are now have changed their what they call it, community standards. It's now got an inclusion, right, of that sort of type of video is going to be banned from YouTube. To do with the fact that it's sexualization of non-participating audiences or something like that. So basically, if you're taking those sort of candid shots of girls on scantily clad girls, in bar areas, and they haven't made approvals, right? Those sort of videos will be banned on YouTube going forward. Yeah, YouTube's become a complete, snowflake environment these days. But anyway.
Well, yeah, it's based out of the U.S. What do you expect?
Mm-hmm.
Pick a gender, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, look, I think it's a good idea that that sort of video. But again, where does it stop? The whole what do they call? What's the terminology now? God, I'm getting too old.
You're having a wombat moment.
I've been in Thailand too long. I can't think in a straight line.
Oh, the PC, the politically correct.
Politically correct situation here in the world is just God. I did read an article earlier this week, talking about the comedy of this, the 50s, 60s, and 70s, where nothing was sacred, like Faulty Towers. That Faulty Towers episode, the German one, don't mention the war. That's been banned everywhere in the world. That episode's been banned. If you got a copy of it, it's gold now.
Comedy.
But that's for crying out loud. It's comedy. No, sorry, politically correct world we live in now. That's unsavoury and demonises the German population. Well, yeah, whatever. Okay, some good friends who are German. I'm pretty sure they thought it was funny as well. But for some reason, 2% of the world's population don't think it's funny and thinks it's racist or something. But we've got to all comply with the 2%. What? Really? It's a joke. Love thy neighbours. Yeah, it's all right. There's a lot of good videos on X video about loving your neighbour. Oh, sorry. Or Pornhub X videos.
Yeah.
Loving thy neighbours. Yes, a lot of good videos out there doing that. But not that I'd know. I just get told by my best friend's Niall. He tells me about these things.
You can Niall in it.
Dumb Niall. That's all right. We're doing it. He's planning a pub crawl next month for St Patrick's Day. What day's St Patrick's Day next month, Niall? Let us know, so we can give you a plug for your thing.
Well, I've got my green shirt ready. I can join.
Yeah, and put a link up for your meetup group thing as well, so that people can join your meetup and find out about it. You can do that, I'm pretty sure. 17th of March. Well, what day is the 17th of March? Oh my God.
You want me to have a look?
Oh, well, look, that's all right. March 17th. That's a Thursday. I think we could probably make an exception for the Thursday. That means I could probably have a few more drinks. Oh, you might have a bite by then. We could probably ride in. And of course we can't drink. Then we can't drink. Well, we can couch surf at Jerry's place or something. That might be the way to do it. I think it's that's right. It's a Thursday. Every year it's the 7th. Like I just said, that Irishmen will know that, but us foreigners, we never really sort of planted in our head. I think we remember the 26th of January, the invasion day. That's about it. Dallo's in the house. G'day, Dallo. And Chris Brand. G'day, Chris. How you doing? Anyway, moving right along. How's your computer going?
Mine's awesome. We've been getting things underway. I don't know whether we mentioned last night because I'm so entrenched in not worrying about where things are now. We did have a problem. I don't know whether we talked about the problem last Saturday, but problem's all fixed and it's running a dream. We're playing Imperium at the moment and I'm building shit. I'm getting stuff done. So it's a good way to sort of distract yourself from the woes of the world.
Yeah, it's a different reality. But we will have to, there is a free g'day ESM, how you doing? We'll get to that. I'm gonna just pin that so I don't lose it. Hold on. I can't do it. I've got to pin it here for crying out loud. You do. You get lost in everything. The world. The virtual world, you just completely get lost in some sort of alternate reality. But one thing we do need to look at, there is a free fly week on Star Citizen, and we really got to test that computer of yours out. And that's a sort of 75 gig download. It'll probably only take 3 to 5 minutes in Thailand. But if you're anywhere else in the world, talk about an hour later before it comes down, or 5 hours later if you're in Australia. But that's Australia. But we might have to see if we can run that one up this afternoon just to test run, see what sort of FPS you're getting, fine tune that. I don't know how you're going to do Star Citizen without a flight stick. There is keybinds for it, but I certainly can't fly those ships from a keyboard. But
my favourite online shopping app and see what's available.
Oh, that's all right. You can come fly with somebody else's ship, and then we can do some ground sorties, or something, or some EVAs. That's all keyboard driven. You don't need a flight stick, but actually flying the ships, you really do need the HOTAS. Excuse me. But anyway, that's something we got planned for this afternoon. Now, what did DSM say? I got to read that again. Hi, can you tell me exactly what type of investment is your Citibank home? if you well, I've actually closed those investments. They're look, the best, you talk to Citibank, because these things vary on a day-to-day basis. The only stuff I've got now is basically index funds, which continue to grow. Their performance has been a little bit off. They're only doing around about, on an annual basis, about 12% at the moment. But that's factoring in a 5-year long term. And we had a few little hiccups in 2020 when that sort of went down a little bit. It actually went quite backwards. I think I lost 100,000. It took a year to recover. But yeah, so I've got index funds. My Citibank investments, I closed just prior to the pandemic. So yeah, and that just went into cash holdings, which is what I'm living on at the moment. I haven't reinvested it. I was going to put it in crypto, and then I was looking at the crypto market, and that's just a complete joke as well at the moment. So yeah, so I'm not making as much money as I used to, but it's still there, still safe. No, I'll have to run, guys. I have another meet up today, and my less popular meetup group for the creative writing meets every second. Yeah, but you got a link for your bar meetups. If you can stick that on the thing there, so people can subscribe to that. I got an email today from you, or from your provider, or whoever does the emails. Anyway, so I know it does exist. Cardano is worth looking at right now. Yeah. Sorry, I'll stick with this. I'll stick with what the world knows. There's some pretty good anti-Bitcoin stuff right now. The concept of Bitcoin is good, right? But right now it just fits into my idea of Ponzi schemes, and I'm really not going to join a Ponzi scheme. Thank you very much. I'll see if I can. Yeah, see if you can do that now. That's good. No need. Don't have to.
Tour of the house, and he said, no tour of the house because I don't make my bed, but I don't need to. I don't have bed sheets. It's the environment, the temperature here in Thailand, I've got to say, is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to be free, be free. I mean, I took my little brother and my niece on a little video walk from my Muban down to the local 7-Elevens, across Maha, played Frogger with about 8 lanes of traffic. But if you want to do that, you can do that. If you want to walk further down, you can walk further down. If you want to sleep without bed sheets and quilt, you can do that. Welcome to Thailand.
Yeah, so what we do plan to go and do a bit of a house tour, but we're going to do it from the main road. We'll take a little bit of a walk down the street and into the Moo Barn, so you get an idea of the overall thing. A couple of shots there of the gym that's there and the pool. Well, something we've got planned. Don't know if we're going to do it next week. We may do it next week. I don't know. I've got one in the can. Is my 5G booster shot. That's the one that's coming out next. That's I'll get that one done today. What else we got coming? So we're going. What was the plan? We were going to go into city next week. Sorry, we're going to do a run to Motorholic, weren't we?
Motorholic, yeah.
Yeah, so that might be a bike ride thing. If Todd feels up to a bike ride, so we haven't actually done any bike ride. We've been meaning to do that because we've been waiting for him to get his bike. But I got he's got Chanya's bike at the moment, which we want to sell at some stage and sell that and get a Yamaha X-Max. It's pretty much just a cash exchange. If we can sort of get a buyer for 130,000 baht, that'll buy us a second-hand X-Max. If I can get a bit more than the 130, which things are starting to get up, we may get more than 130 for it. It's got the nice pipes on it. But yeah. Have you?
Right.
Yeah. Ever make it to Chiang Mai? I have a bar there, Taiwan Taiwan Bar and Grill. Oh, okay, Shane. Look, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Look. Let's look. What can we do here? what I need to do, I'm gonna just, this is the sort of thing that I do. Let me see if I can do this properly again. Go to here, go here. We want to go to maps, bring this over here, or stick this in the middle of everything. No, I don't want to do it there, I want to just do it here. Do it there. Okay. Right, so what when T, is it, what's he said? How do you spell it? T-H-A-I.
Numeral
One.
1.
On, yeah.
On B-A-R.
There we are. No.
Muang Bar and
Muang
Grill.
Check.
That looks like...
Oh, it's within the old city. Awesome.
It is, it's inside the moat. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put it one to go. So
Oh, that's going to be a big bike ride.
yeah. Well, what we can do there is, I don't know. So we haven't. Well, we put off our last trip to Sukhothai because of all the COVID bullshit. So it might be one of those sort of things we could organise right into Sukhothai, and then riding from Sukhothai to Chiang Mai, or we can work something out. Directions. How far is it from home? Right, come on. Let's have a look at how far it is. It's 705 kilometres, 8.5 hours, 9 hours plus stops, that's at least 11 hours. It's a 12-hour ride. So we'd be coming up, we'd have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning to beat the traffic out of the city. Then it's a fairly comfortable ride up there. At least 3 fuel stops, or probably 4 fuel stops, not fuel stops, but just rest stops.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay. Is there a place to stay at? That's a good question. It's a Taiwan. Is there a place up there we can stay at for the night? To crash, or do we just crash at the bar? That'd be the next question. But anyway, let us know. It's an amazing ride. Yeah, it would be a good ride. I wouldn't be able to film all of it. We'd be able to sort of chat all the way up, on Discord, but I couldn't film it all the way up. I'd run out of film. I think with the SIM card in my main camera, I only get 6 hours of footage for a ride up, and then I wouldn't be able. Then the SIM card will be full for actually doing a video up there. But we can definitely put it on the to-do list. We'll work some plans out after we get the bike. But anyway, getting back to that. Good. Okay. Anyway, it's listed. Okay, at the moment I'm with Commonwealth AMP, Commonwealth and AMP. I bought dollars from 1 million baht worth Krung to 24.8. Now it's 20. I'm down about 60,000 baht. Yeah, this is a thing. It's hard to It's hard to work those sort of things out. I'm certainly not an investment advisor. That's why I stick with the tried and true index funds. They help even out the highs and lows, and never look at anything on short term. If you're doing short term money markets, there's some great videos out there on YouTube. But quite frankly, I've got no way of replacing any losses now in retirement, so I have to play that safe bet, right, of what is known to give viable returns over a long period, over a long stay period. I just don't have the. If I had a big YouTube channel and had income coming from there, then it'd be a different matter. But like I did a video, the last video I put out, that was where is it? I can't even bring up my own page there. This is the thing about Thailand. We live in Thailand, and the title had something about temples in it. So it's been the worst performing video at the last 30 or last 10 videos. People don't want to watch temple videos, yet it was funny. Chanya being funny and doing all this stuff again, you know. But, you know, I don't even know what to call it. You know, it's just one of those sort of days out. It was Nakhon, it was Maha Butcher Day, you know, so temple and food for Maha Butcher Day. That's what we did. You know, I don't get creative with this thing. You know, it's no bullshit. I don't make shit up. I don't clickbait. Well, I do a little bit of clickbait every so often, but it's only because of the fact that it's warranted. But yeah, you know, but it's only got 1.6k views over almost 2 days. It's the worst performing video I've done for quite a while. Yeah, you know, I've almost got 10. What's our subscribers? Nearly ready to roll over to 10,000 subscribers, maybe next week or the week after. Anyway, yeah, so he'll keep reminding me. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, it's all right. We've got so many things to do. But yeah, so next week I think one of the videos we'll be doing or putting together is we're going to run out to the Kawasaki dealer. We stopped at the Yamaha dealer this week to have a look at the X-Max and N-Max. And get this, sorry, they couldn't help us. They're out of stock. The whole country is out of stock, supposedly, was the basic gist of that thing. We'll take your name and number, and we'll call you when stock comes back in. The X-Max and the N-Max are super popular right now. So he didn't have any. And Chanya tells us, when we get home, Chanya says, well, why didn't you call me? Take me along. I could have done some deals. All you got to do, he says, just tell them you're going to pay cash. You'd be surprised how quickly they'll find one for you. We don't think like that, you know, but that's life. But yes, that was the Yamaha X-Max, N-Max. That was one of the bikes you're looking at. We looked at the GPX. There is a GPX scooter, but there was actually one in the Yamaha dealer, and yeah, the trimming on that looks really dodgy, doesn't it?
It probably goes and it probably runs and will run for the next 10 years, but
yeah,
if bits and pieces are peeling off it,
yeah,
it sort of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, the
That's
GPX.
cosmetic.
It is. The cosmetics just basically look, yeah, you know, stuck on, you know, as opposed to meant to be. Yeah, that's right. We're going to. I can see within 6 months you're going to be getting out there with the what they call contact adhesive, putting things back together. You know, I was just looking for. I had some on my shelf here at some stage, but I must have put it away.
Think it'll take that long?
Yeah. Well,
how I write it. I'm going to write it like I stole it.
Write it like you stole it. Yeah. So we're gonna do a run out. We might do that Monday. I don't know. We'll have to look at our gaming sort of thing, because gaming doesn't finish until maybe midday Monday. So that means it's an afternoon ride. We're only going to be out there for an hour. It's a good 30-minute ride there, 30-minute ride back. We'll work something out, but we'll take a video of it and go and sort of see the dealer. Hopefully, I'll see what's his name? What's the guy that? Pack. I think his name is Pack. Pack. Yeah, he might still be there. I get an idea he's still there. I've got him when he's on Facebook. I see Facebook posts from him every so often. But yeah, talk to him. You know, hopefully he'll remember me from 4 years ago. And this time of the year, you know, February, this time of the year is usually when they do their deals. But I can't see any deals going on at the moment, and nothing's really come up in my feed. But that's, of course, I got 30,000 baht off when I bought mine. But I bought mine on the 29th or 28th of February. I just paid for my insurance, by the way. I know that the deal was on there. So if we get out there this month, we may be able to put some sort of deposit on there to hold something at a discount. You never know. But we'll see how we go. So there'll be a video coming out. We're going to go into Bangkok next Friday for our usual 2 weekly, visit. Unfortunately, Jerry won't be with us because Jerry's said he's going to play golf down in Phuket.
Yeah.
Playing golf, hitting a little white ball around with fucking big clubs.
Well, that's why I enjoy cricket. I play cricket as a youngster and a teenager and everything. You got a bigger stick, you got a bigger ball, and someone else chasing it for you.
Yeah, that's my idea of golf. If life gives you melons, chances are you're dyslexic. Okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that. It is Lem. It is
Lems.
okay. Oh, that's right. It is dyslexic.
Had 2 copies download. Let me go. I can't keep up.
We had Stephen join us last night on the Discord, but I was expecting him to pop in today, but he didn't. Slacker. Getting Stephen out of bed was what is it? This time of the morning, so he'd only be an hour ahead of us. So 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And maybe he's mowing the lawn or something. I don't know.
It was hot yesterday. You said it was like 39, 40 degrees.
39. Geez, that doesn't even get that hot in Thailand. You know, we talk about the hot season, wet season, and cool season. Cool season is, like 19 through to 28 degrees Celsius, but the hot season is only like 28 through to 36 maybe. Very rarely will it go over 36 in Bangkok, or this area. I know it gets a bit hotter up in this end. The dry belt. I think a couple of my friends up there, or a couple of my Facebook contacts tell me that they've had days of 41 and 42 up there. But it doesn't really sort of go hot like it does in Australia, like 48, 49, 51, frying eggs on tarmac sort of thing. But anyway, absolutely beautiful day, beautiful summer's day here on Phillip Island. Any motorcycle racing going on down there, Darla, at the moment? Tell me. My new t-shirt, okay. What else have we got going on? So there's 2 videos. I don't know. We got Wednesday. We'll be out for lunch again. We won't be at a temple this time, so people might want to watch it. I'm just starting to, what do people want me to talk about? Like I live here in Thailand now. Every day is like so the same, and I get stuck about what to talk about. Apart from the great food we eat. And I know Mark Wiens makes a pretty good living off food. But I just can't make his faces, like he just does these really weird faces. I just can't bring myself to do that. Next MotoGP is in October, okay.
Yeah.
That food we had at that restaurant after the temple, that was absolutely magic. It's only 650 baht or something like that for 4 plates of food. I was actually told the what do you call it, the squid, the filling that they put in that squid is like it's squid eggs. It's a squid egg puree.
Ooh,
Oh, yum.
That's what they really, it had an eggy flavour, but it had an eggy squid flavour. It just tasted nice, and of course the spices they put in really sort of set it off. But yeah, that squid was really well done. Probably my second favourite squid dish now, if I can remember what it's called, because I'm damned if I can remember what it's called. I have to go back and watch my own video to remember what food's called. But yeah, so I was up in the Blue Mountains a few years ago, and I had probably the best what they call pepper squid.
Murray.
Yeah,
Calamari.
salt and pepper squid, and it was a nothing restaurant, but oh my god, that salt and pepper squid that they had there was just beyond belief. It was really, really yummy. Best squid I've ever had. And they did a sort of tenderness. I think squid, it's a fine line cooking squid. If you cook it just too long, it just turns into rubber, right? And it's a real art form in itself. But yeah, they really did it so well. But this again, although it was getting on that, a little bit chewy side, just the filling just really just set it off, But hey, I'm no expert cook, so I can't really complain. Anyway, how much time we got to go? What's our time on it?
5.
About 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. There we go. I'm probably boring everybody to death, am I? What's our
You
numbers
normally ask
looking?
for questions now.
Oh yeah, questions. Any questions before we close it off? I tried octopus balls at the Japanese restaurant. Bloody awful. Only from the male octopus. Thank you, Dallo. We needed that. little levity. Okay. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say today. It's this is why we go down the hour, because I'm starting to run out of ideas, and we want to do something constructive, like go and shoot Xerox. So yeah, that's more our style of thing these days. So there you go. What else is there? We're lost. We can't think of anything.
Nothing.
You got nothing?
I've got nothing.
Kimbo?
I'm having an awesome time.
That's it. He's
Well, this is downtime for me, guys. So I'm in the middle of packing and moving to.
Oh, that's right. You're moving to Todd's. You're moving to Todd's old house. Yes.
I got a little over 4 weeks to be down there, so yeah, I'm packing boxes. So it's this is time out for me.
Mm. And what about Oggy? We're keeping you up.
mate. Oggy.
Me? No.
Oh no,
you're not
he's
keeping
I
me.
can see he's actually playing Imperion. That's what it is.
Why hasn't he spoken to us? He hasn't
That's
focused
it.
on anything we've said. You won't be able to repeat a damn idea that we've come up with.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
What,
looking.
were you talking?
Yeah.
I'm looking over here. That's the game server. I can see the screen. I can see he's logged into the game.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
not
the old
actually.
Pink Floyd song. Yeah.
Prove it.
Numb. Your lips move,
Come-
but I can't hear what you're saying.
Comfortably numb. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So nobody got any questions? Yeah. So it's goodbye from us at Krung Maha Nakhon. It's going to take me a month. Krung Thep. Let's stop this other thing. You are allowed to put bracket in the full name. You're allowed to put brackets after. But can you imagine, like airlines? The airlines are going to have to change, flights to Bangkok, and the board is not long enough to
Well,
put the name
But see,
anymore.
they go by the international airport code, so it's still going to be BKK.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't matter what they
No,
change it to.
it'll be-
It's always gonna-
It'll be
it's assigned as
KTMN.
BKK.
Won't it be KTM or KTMN?
No,
Nope.
No,
It'll have to
because
be BKK because it's the
it's been
international
assigned.
ruling. Yeah.
Yeah.
once
They
it's
ca-
assigned, it's assigned.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, so they can't change that. Okay. We'll be there in June. Well, good luck. Hopefully we'll get to catch up this time. And make sure you don't get COVID on the way out, so you actually get time to spend here. How long are you over here for, Darlow? Anyway, you're over for a good stay, or is it only coming for a month or something? I don't know. Around 1500.
Two. That's awesome.
That was pretty
For
good.
2. Yeah.
Well, things are lightening up, I suppose. Hopefully by that time that they'll get rid of this bloody bullshit. Oh, there he is. Talk about the devil. He comes in 2 minutes before closing.
Well, he's just
Oh.
coming on to tell you to roll the music.
Oh, that's what he's coming on to tell us to cue the music. That's what he's doing. I forgot.
The music,
Okay.
get the hell off.
Yeah, we couldn't have known without Stephen. That's it. Yeah. Closing screen. Anyway, guys, we're out of here. Have a good weekend and stay tuned, and we'll talk to you next week. Goodbye from me.
Now that
Goodbye
Steven's here, it's time to go.
Yeah, that's it. Stephen's here. Cue the music. You get off. That's it. Yeah.
I'm gonna get off. Okay.
We're out of here. Bye for now.